Alrighty then. Oh. Ow. Yeah, that still hurts. Not really surprising there. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and we'll start with the daily readings and then we will get started. So, these are the readings for May 20th, 2024, Memorial of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of the Church. The first reading for today is from Genesis chapter 3, verse 9 through 15, as well as verse 20. After Adam had eaten of the tree, the Lord God called to him and asked him, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, but I was afraid, because I was naked. So I hid myself." Then he asked, "Who told you that you were naked? You have eaten, then, from the tree of which I had forbidden you to eat." The man replied, "The woman whom you put here with me, she gave me the fruit from the tree, and so I ate it." Lord God then asked the woman, "Why did you do such a thing?" The woman answered, "The serpent tricked me into it, so I ate it." The Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you shall be banned from all the animals and from all the wild creatures. On your belly shall you crawl, and dirt shall you eat all the days of your life. He'll put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. He will strike at your head, while you strike at his heel." The man called his wife Eve, because she became the mother of all the living. The psalm for today is Psalm 87. Glorious things are said of you, O city of God. His foundation upon the holy mountains, the Lord loves, the gates of Zion, more than any dwelling of Jacob. Glorious things are said of you, O city of God. Glorious things are said of you, O city of God, and of Zion they shall say, "One and all were born in her. And he who has established her is the Most High Lord." Glorious things are said of you, O city of God. They shall note, when the peoples are enrolled, "This man was born there." And all shall sing in their festive dance, "My home is within you." Glorious things are said of you, O city of God. Alleluia, alleluia. O joyful Virgin, who gave birth to the Lord, O blessed Mother of the Church, who nurture in us the Spirit of your Son, Jesus Christ. Alleluia, alleluia. The Gospel for today is from John chapter 19, verse 25 through 34. Standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary of Magdala. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple there whom he loved, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his home. After this, aware that everything was now finished, and aware that the scripture might be fulfilled, Jesus said, "I thirst." There was a vessel filled with common wine, and so they put a sponge soaked in wine on a sprig of hyssop and put it up to his mouth. When Jesus had taken the wine, he said, "It is finished," and bowing his head, he handed over the Spirit. Now, since it was preparation day, in order that the bodies might not remain on the cross on the Sabbath day of that week was a solemn one, the Jews asked Pilate that their legs be broken, and they can be taken down. So the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first, and then of the other one who was crucified with Jesus. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was already dead, they did not break his legs, but one soldier thrust his lance into his side. Immediately, blood and water flowed out. The gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and jump into Final Fantasy XIV. It's been 2 weeks. I was on a work trip. I'm glad to be done with that work trip. I didn't dislike the work trip. It's just, it's nice to be home. 2 weeks is a very long time, basically. It's the point that I'm trying to make here, because like, yeah, that is indeed a long time. So it's like, yeah, I'm glad to be home. Thank you, Nana Kid. I appreciate it. How are you today? Thank you again for those gifts that you gave. The care package. I do really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. How's your 2 weeks been? I guess I should ask how 2 weeks has been, because it has been 2 weeks. It's like, I mean, obviously I know it's been 2 weeks, but it's like, it's weird to think that, I don't know, the second half of the week seemed to go fast, and maybe that's just because I really wanted to get back. I could absolutely see that being the case, honestly. Did I not level sync? Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine then. I was gonna say, I thought it was just one big boss. It is not. It is a bunch of small enemies. That's fine. I miss red, which is something that I do. I think it's something that many people do, admittedly, but that's all right. Oh, I was gonna say, you can have me pet the cat. I was gonna say, it should be fine, honestly. If you want me to go ahead and do that, I'm sure he would appreciate it too, honestly. Did a little bit of moving the basement yesterday in prep for this Friday's Game of Favorites. Hi. You want pets? I bet you do. Yeah. Yeah, as long as I don't happen to go ahead and accidentally hit my arm, it's usually fine. It's doing better. Like, I took today off from biking, admittedly, because I am trying to make it so that my arm finishes healing. Or at least enough, because it's hard for me to fully curl it or extend it at the moment. And I guess I should get into context for the people that aren't in Discord. I'll do that here in a second. For why my arm is having issues after a 2-week work trip. It's not something you would think would have very many issues, because, like, you're there to work, aren't you? It's like, well, that is true. But before I lose track of my train of thought, I actually kind of like how I changed the setup. I'm contemplating doing more with it, honestly. Like, basically taking another shelf and putting it directly next to it. It would make it a little hard for me to get around, but I think it would look really good if I, depending on what I put there. So that's something that I'm contemplating. But yeah, for those that are unaware, as I'm sure people that watch the stream know, I like to bike. I was in Virginia for 2 weeks for a work trip. And during those 2 weeks, my parents live nearby. Not going to say exactly where for they live as well, obviously, as well as for the work trip. But, give me 1 second. They live nearby, so I was able to borrow their car instead. Hey, Britt, how are you doing? My weekend was pretty good. How about yours? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so just got back from a work trip. As I was saying, sorry, Britt, was telling a story, not that you know what I'm trying to say. You know I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah, so I like biking, obviously. The trails up there aren't too bad. The main one that I found, which is about 18 miles, which isn't too bad, actually. I like that one. But the main downside to that one is I didn't see anybody once you got to the more out-of-town sections, so it was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you don't see anybody for, like, a good 10 miles, it depends really where you are, and it can unintentionally make monkey brain go scared. That's not the main point of the story that I was trying to tell, though. As people that are part of the Discord, or there's 2 different Discords, but either one, anybody that's part of the Discord knows, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, because I went to the Saturday Vigil Mass. I kind of wish I'd gone to the Sunday Mass now instead, because of what I'm about to say. But I was in the ER, because I kind of happened to have fallen while I was mountain biking. I got a concussion, broke my helmet, and while my wounds are healing better, I'll go show them on stream. That means I'm gonna have to pet you, little. I'm gonna have to stop petting you, little one. I don't think you can see my head scar actually anymore, which means it's not a scar. But I had a little head wound right here. You might be able to see it if you really look. The ones that are more noticeably obvious is the one on my elbow, which has healed a fair amount, because this is a week and a half later, and it's still there. And this one, which is... I'm trying to show that, because it's hard for me to extend my arm all the way. That's the main reason. This might be easier, actually, but it's hard for me to extend my arm all the way. That's the main thing for that one. And then the knee is probably the one that looks the worst. It's definitely doing better. I'd say my arm is in a worse condition at the moment, just because of how it works. I'm trying to see how much of this I can show. I got some, like, you can see here probably. I'm trying to see on the camera. Give me 1 second. I am trying to make it so that this is easier to see. Oh. Oh. I gotta move the camera up a little bit. Yeah, as I say, you can definitely see it a little bit here. Got one here, got a little bit here, got a little bit here, and this one's mostly healed on the top. So as you can see, this is from a week and a half ago, and it's still scabbed over. Then there's some stuff that's under my clothes that's mostly healed now. And I think that's the majority of them. Yeah. Like, I really took a tumble. Like, I broke the helmet. The helmet is no more. It's not like the helmet got wiped out, but if I was not wearing that helmet, there is a very likely chance I would either be a vegetable or dead. Both cases are not best case scenario. The only good one about the dead one is I did go to confession 2 weeks ago. So on the bright side, that would mean, you know, I get to go to heaven. So that's the good part. But thankfully, I did not die. Thanks be to God, I didn't die. Very grateful for that. Turned out okay. I wasn't able to drive for 24 hours, which is fine. I took a half day Monday as such because it happened Sunday. But I'm also very glad I'm okay because it's like it was pretty. It was pretty bad, honestly, and very much so why you wear helmets. But now it's like, yep, this is why you should wear your helmets, everybody. Very important. But yeah, I was gonna say, they looked a lot worse last week. They're definitely looking... Which fruit does Mike... he more likes cucumbers, honestly. Oddly enough, he hates pickles. Unless, do you mean of the three... he does like pineapple, though. I know you did give us some pineapple, so I will definitely be sharing that with him. Because one of his favorite toppings on pizza is pineapple. He absolutely does love pineapple, so... He's pretty open to most fruits, honestly, but I would say that his favorite food is cucumbers, but not pickles, which is amusing, because we do like... Floofs and I both do like cucumbers, but we love pickles. Give me 1 second, Britt. I'm gonna finish this mini-boss. So, for those unaware, there's an event at the moment for the franchise called Yokai Watch. I'm just grinding that out today. It's a pretty nice, pretty easy stream. I need to get, like, 6 more of those, and then we can move on to the next one, because there's, like, 17 weapons. No, you're fine. You're fine, Britt. I just want you to know I'm not trying to ignore you. To answer your question, I'm doing all right. Weekend was kind of chill, which was nice, especially since I had a bit of a rough week last week. I got ice cream with one of my parish priests yesterday afternoon. It was one of the best conversations I've had in a long time. Nice! He was so genuine, present, and at one point asked me to share my faith journey. It was such a great conversation. That's interesting. Like, I know that I've shared my faith journey on here a couple times, but I always wonder if I'm sharing it properly. I'm sure you did, obviously, but it's just something that I think about, especially because it's like, as I'm streaming, it's like, okay, this is something that I should consider. Am I sharing it properly? Am I giving all the details? It does sound very uplifting and affirming. Nana Kid is absolutely correct. It sounds beautiful, and I'm very glad for you. What am I mean properly? Basically just that I'm sharing all the details, not leaving anything out. In some circumstances, Britt, not going... Depending on the audience. Like, for my Twitch audience, I don't mind really being adults without making it like an X-rated stream, but delving into a little bit more of my past. That happens to be a little different for, like, faith formation, so... I guess I haven't really worried about that too much for on stream. It's more so faith formation, because like there's definitely details I do not want to tell the middle schoolers in such gratuitous language. Or not gratuitous. What's the word I'm thinking? Whatever. Details. In such detail. There we go. But yeah, I was going to go for a bike ride today. It said it was... I think I said this. It said that it was supposed to storm today, so I didn't. And it's also giving my body a little bit of room to rest. You'd think I'd want a little bit of a break after crashing on my mountain bike, and for I haven't said this part yet. I don't remember the crash at all. Like, not a single bit. Which that's interesting as well to me. The graphic, thank you. Like, I still don't. I remember about the first half mile of biking. Apparently we went about 3.5 to 4 miles before I crashed. And I don't remember the next 3.5... I don't remember the next 3 miles. Which is really interesting, because, like, you'd think that I would, but I don't. We might fail this. And there's not much I can do about that. Where's the last grain hamper? Is it over there? It is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to defend this grain hamper. Like, we might just be able to get it. I think we're just going to be able to get it. That was close. That was close. We got, you inspired me. I got a treadmill and Amina's watch. Nice! I'm glad here. I mean, that can be, honestly, I kind of want a treadmill for the basement. If I had a bigger basement, it would be easier. Because there's not any room down here, unfortunately. But treadmills are very useful. I really like treadmills. Alright, game, can I please, you know... There we go. But yeah, I'm planning to bike 40 miles tomorrow. It's still supposed to storm a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem. I biked 30 miles already with my dad on Saturday. I did 10, so I've been slowly getting back into it, obviously, to make sure that my body is fine. I did 10, 20, and then 30. It seems like it's been fine, so obviously still being careful. So for the accident itself, my dad was ahead of me at the time because he is more familiar with mountain biking than I am, because I am not. Obviously, Iowa doesn't exactly have much going for it in terms of mountains, as Britt and other people can tell you. But the funny thing about Iowa is the people that found me were actually from Iowa. And then a nurse at the hospital was also from Iowa, which is really funny to me. Give me 1 second, chat. I just need to take down Smurg. I'd like to get back to the story of 14, but I do want to do this event, because this event hasn't been here for like 3 years. So I want to make sure that I get everything out of it before it's gone again. Let's see. Some things from last week bringing up feelings of rejection, betrayal, and so it was also nice to have a conversation with my priest for over an hour. And we didn't get the one I wanted, that's fine. And have him be so genuinely interested in knowing me and my life and my faith. Yeah, and that's obviously, you know this, Brett. Obviously, that's what I try to do here, because I am very interested in your life and your faith, because I do want, and that's, I try to do the same with everybody, because I want them to grow in their love and understanding of God, because obviously, at the end of the day, God is the most important part of our lives. But I understand entirely. It's not uncommon with a concussion to lose memories before and after the injury. My husband lost a whole day. Really? Dang. Yeah, I guess I should be lucky that I only lost half an hour. I got a mini concussion once that thankfully wasn't bad enough for me to lose memories. I just had some headaches for a couple days. As I say, very much so. It sounds like in terms of concussion, you and I, Britt, were pretty lucky because, as I said, if I didn't have my helmet on, could have been much worse. But next time I'd like to go on a work trip again. Not until August. I was thinking like every 3 months would be fine. As long as that's okay with my boss. Because as long as I did a good job. I'm hoping I did a good job. I'm a little slightly concerned. Not worried. Concerned would be a good way to describe it. Because we were originally sent there so as to help with new servers coming online. They haven't gone online yet. So there wasn't that much work. Which I'm thinking will be understood, but it's still like, a little concerning. Did the best I could. Did training with other people while I was there, so. Just like, not my preference, but yeah, I think I'll be fine overall. I really do. But yeah, honestly, the trails there were very nice. I did happen to like them a lot. And I have biked, so the other part is, I have biked this mountain bike trail before. I biked it I biked it twice before. In Christmas time. So I am at least somewhat familiar with it. Honestly, since I don't remember, my guess is that I just took a turn too tight and went face forward over the handlebars, which is probably what happened. I think I know what was going on. Just from context clues, I had a water bottle on my bike that had electrolytes in it. I shouldn't have needed that early, which is interesting. That I did go for it, but the fact of the matter is it wasn't full, and it's possible that it spilled during the fall, which is absolutely possible. But I usually like to wait at least 15 miles before I start drinking electrolytes until I'm starting to feel a little feel it a little bit. I wouldn't say tired, but my glasses. Speaking of glasses, let's see. Interesting. I will check that here in a sec because I do see part of that. Interestingly enough, my glasses did not get destroyed. There's like a little scratch on them, but not too bad. They had them on at the time. And the bike, for the most part, didn't get hurt either, which is also interesting to me. There's like a small little scratch on the handlebars, which is why I'm fairly confident that, yeah, I went head over heels. There we go, there's another one. Let's see. He was hit by a car in a crosswalk. That's how we met. No, I did not hit him. Good, I'm glad you did not hit him. That is good. I'm glad he's okay. Dang. So that's definitely one way to meet your husband, then. Strange enough, I got the mini concussion while playing Ultimate Frisbee because someone jumped, intercepted, and landed shoulder first on my head. I could see that. That makes sense. It does sound. I miraculously caught my glass in my hands, walked off, and got water, and then kept. Yeah, that does sound. I mean, that sounds about right. Concussions can be very big or small. It really depends person by person, and on the incident, the age, etc., etc. And it's like I know, obviously, football players get concussions all the time. Unfortunately. Not a good thing that football players get concussions all the time. Yeah, my wife and I celebrated our anniversary yesterday. Our anniversary was actually the 16th. I was on the work trip at the time. So, obviously could not celebrate with her. She did thankfully remind me to buy her flowers, so. Because I wanted to give her flowers, but I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that flower delivery was a thing. Because I'd rather just deliver them myself, so it's not like my first thought. I'm also the kind of person that if I'm physically able to keep playing, yeah, I usually am as well. I can think of one instance where that's not the case, but I understand. That's a good trait to have, honestly. Can be dangerous, admittedly, too. Thank you, Nana Kid. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're almost on 10 years. Not quite. We're on 9 this year. But yeah, I am curious how if you guys like the redesign in the background. As I said, I redesigned it mainly for Game of Favorites, since this week's episode is Gamer, or Gamers. But yeah, let me look up what it's actually titled entirely. Absolute Gamers. So I tried to play up on that aspect of it. I actually kind of like how it looks. So I was curious if you guys liked it as well, because then I could grab another one of these shelves that's behind me and I put my stuff on it and then move it and have a double section, which would make it so I wouldn't be able to touch this wall as much, but it might look really nice because it's like, I don't know, I kind of like how this looks. So I put the box of the statue here for clarification instead of the statue itself. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh yeah, you can a little bit. Maybe let me see if I can zoom out. I like it too. That's why I was thinking maybe I'll go ahead and get a set and bring one of the other shelves over here, but I need more shelves. I have to move this wind chime out of the way. That way I have a little bit more room. Not like that much more room, but it would be enough room that it does make a difference. My biggest sports collision with someone happened in soccer a couple years ago, and I managed to injure him worse than he injured me. That does happen. That absolutely does happen. But yeah, I put my Pokemon cards here as well, obviously, because, hey, listen, that's part of being a gamer. That's a trading card game. But yeah, I don't trust Vinny. The statue is over there. The box is here. I don't trust my cat. He's an idiot. I love Vinny. He's an idiot. That's fair, Brett. I can understand. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Hold on, give me 1 second. That does not work anymore. Give me... Hold on. Nope. Give me 1 second. Is that it? Don't think that's it. It's been a while. It's been a while. Video capture device. There it is. Okay. Wrong one. Hold on. Let's get this working. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Just had to get that all sorted out. Yeah, I think it looks nice, honestly, because it's... And then you get the cat here, obviously. But yeah, I was thinking about never trust a cat near breakables. They take them... Yep, yep. That's why even for here, I'm a little bit hesitant. What happened? Oh, no. I might be back in a second. The cat... it's telling me OBS has crashed. I'm going to press yes. Let's see. I'm going to press and see how this goes. Oh. All right, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, it just crashed. But yeah, I like this. I have obviously my Catholic books that we will read on stream. I still need to go ahead and do the G.K. Chesterton reading, which I do have here, and I am planning to do here on Wednesdays, honestly. So Mad Pack, if you're curious about that, we need to go ahead and hit like I think 25 subscribers, and then we can go ahead and get monthly readings of Father Brown. Ooh woo. Me trying to shill. I don't remember what we read last time, but we'll go ahead and do Paul of Tarsus. That's very Brett. I understand. I am on with Yenza, Young Blake, and a new person who is Lamberto. No wait, Bren. Why did I think it was? Why did I think it was Yenza? It's Bren. Bren nailed it. Because I understand due to the circumstances, Brett. I do understand. But yeah, then I got some of my Game Boy Advance boxes here because I thought that'd be interesting. My Game Boy Advance games. And since it's all about gamers, I have my top 10 games mostly right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final Fantasy 7, which is... Pardon me, Final Fantasy 5, which is 7. Final Fantasy, or pardon me, Metroid Fusion, which I always forget I have on the list, but that's right here. Bones in the Lost Age. I'm considering moving... Brett is great, I agree. I am considering moving Parasite Eve up to top 10 instead of Metroid Fusion. Because I really like Parasite Eve, and it's a really fun game, but I do really like Metroid Fusion. But we also have Destiny Elysian Tale, which is right over here. Longest Journey... And then we have Castlevania 1 in the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, because I don't have an original copy of Castlevania 1 yet, until I get an NES, because it's like, why would I go ahead and get a Castlevania 1 until I can run? Encoding overloaded. Okay. Give me 1 second. That might be what crashed it. Well, it's not saying encoding overloaded anymore. But, alright, let me go back to the original, because maybe I have too much, hold on. Give me 1 second. Remove. Yeah, remove full face cam. Oh, right, this one. Remove. We can remove this one too. I might have too many scenes. I could see that. Why are these both off? I haven't done this in a while, but I should go ahead and have the closing time screen again. That one I definitely don't want to... This one's the BRB screen. Probably shouldn't get rid of that, so we'll go ahead and keep that for the time being. I guess I have this one. Yeah, okay. Stream over. Do we need this? Probably not. Hold on. Partially we do. Give me 1 second. There's oh no, it's down there in the bottom right now. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Let's remove this one. Okay. We do want the Pokemon card cam, obviously. So okay, everything should be looking better now. Hopefully no more crap. Let's see. Soccer Story. Bryn is great. I love Bryn. Soccer Story. This guy and I collided full speed in soccer. I have enough sense to put an arm across in front of me to shield some blow. We both hit the ground. I managed to keep my head from hitting, which is good. Apparently he jammed his elbow into his own ribs and limped off and didn't play the next 2 games. I kept playing. Yeah, that I would do the same. Not gonna lie. I'm also glad no one was hurt worse. Yes, very much so. Because that can be very... Yeah. Honestly, there's a streamer called Vinny Vinesauce I like watching. And if we got a big enough community, there's a couple of things I would want to partake in as well as he does. So the reason I'm bringing that up is... 1 second. He has a thing called Commercial Chaos. I wouldn't call it the exact same thing. I just find submitted commercials entertaining. They're interesting. He does a good job reacting to them. They're funny, but as of the moment, we don't really have the crowd for that. We don't really have the need for that. We don't have people submitting commercials, etc., etc. It's like, eh. But basically, the last time he did Commercial Chaos, there was a lot of people for ads that either accidentally got hurt in similar ways, Britt, where they accidentally banged their head on the floor, or it was on purpose, and it looked a lot worse than it should have. It's just like, there was enough of them that it's like, oh gosh. Now, however, if you are going to look at the newest Commercial Chaos, I will give you the warning. Some of them were very gross. And admittedly, that's part of the fun. Vinny also got disgusted, which is amusing. But it's like, listen, I try to run a family-friendly thing here. If we did Commercial Chaos, I'd probably have to turn it to PG-13 filters, not gonna lie. I typically try to stay around PG, so I get a swear word or 2 on a kid. No, that's fair. That's fair, Nanakit. Nah, I just figured I'd go ahead and give you a heads up. It's... because it's like, I should give people a warning. And when I say gross commercials, it's more like, if you've ever seen a mobile ad, that's more so what I mean. Like, mobile ads are... It's not like... Yeah. I would go ahead and try to stay PG, but some mobile ads are really, really... I'm not sure how they get on YouTube is the best way to put it. I do apparently bounce when I hit the ground, so I know we hit each other real hard. He also apparently said, what the heck? Hit me. As he hobbled off according to my teammates. I could see that, yeah. Most people do not happen to expect that type of situation. Understandably so, but it's still like, yeah, gotta pay attention. But yeah, when I say PG, I mean sometimes like the content will be PG. When I say PG-13, I mean more so the content will be PG-13. I'll try to be PG, because it's like, obviously, we've played M-rated games on here. We'll play M-rated games. I won't always approve of everything. There's some M-rated games I won't play on here. I think Bayonetta's a step too far. Have I played Bayonetta? Yeah. Is it something that I can really happen to think I should stream? No. And I gave my thoughts on that for when I reviewed Bayonetta 3 for Catholic Game Reviews. It's something that I don't think I could play on stream because it might unintentionally be a temptation to other people. Is it a temptation to me? No. But I also don't want to go ahead and put people in that situation. It's like, nah. That's no good. Soccer's not generally a contact sport, that's true. Not proud I hurt someone, but kind of low-key proud that I hurt him worse. Right, I understand. We both went for the ball, and I did still manage to clear it. I understand. I left everyone I played soccer with. I left every single game with bruises. Some people do get really intense. Speaking of intense, this is going to be Minimax's first real camping trip this Saturday with the Cub Scouts, so that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We've camped outside a little bit, but not anywhere like in the actual wilderness. It's not gonna be like crazy or anything, but it's like, yeah, this should be a good experience for him. Thankfully, I already had the Saturday off. That way I could go camping with him. So I'm just gonna go bike 40 miles in the morning, then probably head out to the campsite with him. Because 40 miles will take me about 3 hours, roughly. Not too long. So I'm gonna do send Minimax. Ooh, that's a good idea. I was gonna say, I do have your dried pineapple. I have the apples, the pineapple, and the banana. And I do like dried banana quite a bit. Dried banana might be one of my favorite dried fruits. I'm trying to think. I don't know what my favorite dried fruit is. But yeah, I will definitely be going. I'll be going camping with him, so that'll be fun. We weren't sure if we could bring the dog, and my wife didn't want to throw the dog off of her routine. So my wife will be staying behind. She does want to camp, though. Hey, level up. Sonic Thrust. Doom Spike. Okay. That you know that's actually fine. All right. Toss all these over here. What does this do again? That's fine. Probably move this out of the way. It still is useful on occasion, but there we go. That's better. They're your favorite addictive? Yeah, I can play that. There's some other dried fruits that I really like too. That maybe dried kiwi. I do like dried kiwi. Also, this is the worst part about grinding out these. The events do not drop them nearly enough. We've been here for about 40 minutes. Not all of it's been grinding it, but we've gotten 5. I think 5. Maybe 3. This one may, like, people are starting to wind down from doing these now, so that's also part of it. Understandably so. Red strawberries are probably, dried apples are great too. I don't know if I've had dried apples before, so I'm very excited to try them this time. And tomorrow will probably be a short stream, by the way. I know I typically do Octopath Traveler 2, but the next 2 Tuesdays are not the best for streaming, honestly. I should be able to do a little stream each Tuesday, though. But let's... Oh. I see. Give me 1 second. I've got a... I gotta focus. But I can talk. Basically, Minimax has a eye appointment, so I need to take him to it tomorrow. Not that I'm sure anybody has a problem with that, but I do like informing people. So that's why I'll have a little bit of a shorter stream. Admittedly, I'm trying to start streaming at 1 o'clock, which I think should be doable. I don't think we're gonna get this fate done in time, by the way. We got 5 seconds. Yeah, no, almost no way. Got here too late. Because there is daily mass at the Basilica at 12. And I'd like to start biking by 7, so as to go ahead and, let's see, I'm gonna have to head out. I want to say hi to another streamer, and then I have to leave for an appointment. Sounds great, Britt. You make sure you have a good day, and God bless. Mango's good, too. I do really like dried mango. That is one of them I forgot about. Yeah, you have a good day, Brick. Thank you for dropping by, and God bless. Yes, raspberries I would imagine are very good as well. But yeah, I'm trying to start biking by 7 each day. That way I can get like daily mass at 12 at the Basilica, and then start streaming from like 1 to 5. Because it's like, okay. Because let's see, 13, 26, 39, 52. 65. That's about, well, hold on. I may not be able to do daily mass every day, even lit that way. It's unfortunate once I realize that. Not that it's awful, because honestly, once, yeah, fair. Once Ragbri is done, I am going to probably only go like 40 miles, do a shorter amount, but I do want to go ahead and kind of kick it into overdrive. I was trying to do more biking, obviously, but I was not expecting to get this accident, so not that it should be a problem. I think I can go ahead and get back up to snuff in no time. I do like dried mango. I've had the dried mango here at Aldi. That is pretty enjoyable. I might have a bag upstairs. I don't know. I should learn how to start drying my own foods. Thankfully, it seems like my shoulder is healing. I didn't really wear anything that made it easy for me to show off my shoulder on stream without taking off my shirt, and I'm pretty sure that's against the Twitch rules to take your shirt off on stream. I could be wrong about that. I'm not gonna risk it. And nobody wants to see that. Yeah, I was gonna say, nobody wants to see that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna do it. I was just contemplating to myself. It's like, yeah, there's some stuff from the bike incident that I have that I'm not gonna show. I do check some work stuff real quick. Probably nothing has happened yet, but... And I don't work today, but... Nope. Okay. I did buy a new CamelBak while I was out. The old CamelBak, which I do enjoy, could only hold 50 ounces of water. This new one can hold 100, so... I am looking forward to that for longer bike rides. 40 is right about the tipping point. I can usually make it 40 miles with just my CamelBak, the 50 ouncer. But it's kind of right on the cusp. It really depends how hot it is. But either way, for more than 30 miles, I'm bringing along electrolyte drinks because when I did my 56, or was it 52 I think it was 56. A couple weeks back, I felt very bad by the end. I think that's because I didn't have electrolytes. So I'm going to ease back up to that a little bit. This week, I'm doing 340s. Next week, I'm doing 250s. And then I'll basically be doing 50s for three weeks. After work, I don't have enough time to do 50s. Otherwise, I would do 350s next week. I have enough time to do a 40, and that's about it. Even that's pushing it a little bit, but I want to make up for a little bit of lost time for the last 2 weeks. It's not like pushing it a crazy amount, but it's like, eh. Look at this. Sorry, my mom texted me, so I wanted to text her back. Now, admittedly, that was one really nice thing. If I was going to get into an accident, I'd rather get into it while my dad was near, so my mom could come pick me up. So we could have her drive me over to the ER instead of an ambulance. Because unless, like, my body absolutely needs an ambulance, don't take an unless your body absolutely needs an ambulance, don't take an ambulance. They're too expensive. Like, I think it's typically about $20,000 just for the ride. Don't take the ambulance unless you absolutely have to. It's kind of ridiculous how much it costs. Moms are the best, absolutely. Admittedly, my mom tried to take me to the urgent care instead of the ER first, which, you know, I probably... I can understand the reasoning. That does make sense. But it's like, maybe not. That being said, kind of get it. Did not mean to get slowed. Not that I'm saying that against my mom either. Okay. Got a little oofy there. Probably should not have been rearranging my skills during a fight, but I was realizing it makes much more sense to have these skills here. So that's why I wanted to do that. But these ones have a long recharge. I don't think these ones do. Yeah, these do not have a long recharge, so it definitely makes much more sense to have them. Yeah. I don't need more corals coming along, guys. Coral. I'm sorry for that. Did not need to make that reference. Only slightly sorry for that. It's definitely not like the worst reference ever. Whew. Two more. New Pokemon set drops this Friday. I probably will not have time to open on stream, to be quite honest. At least not this week. Maybe next week? Oh, is there another person here now? Is somebody actually helping with the events now? Or fates, I should say? It looks like it. That's a little too fast for, yeah. That's not a bad thing, admittedly. Okay, so gotta go up top. Yep, there is in fact a small group there now. As long as I get enough credit, I am fine with there being more people here. Honestly, I don't see why I wouldn't, but it's still like, sometimes weird things happen. Pardon me. My wife texted me, I'll check that after this fate. Yeah, I don't think there's nearly enough people here that I won't get credit for this. There we go, just one more. They're probably going to teleport. I don't think you can teleport over there. They're probably they might take the ferry though. Might be about the same amount of time, honestly. Now is this... This is the dirty rat. Ooh, my knee. My knee does still twitch up on occasion, which isn't surprising, but it's like, ready for that to go away. That dirty rat seemed to live longer than he should have, honestly. My arm does seem to be easier now at... Still hurts a little bit. My arm does seem to be doing better now at different motions, which is good. But yeah, I'm definitely glad that I decided to take one day off today. Nope, okay. Thank you for not giving me the last thing I needed, game. However... I'll be fine with it if you go ahead and... give it to me now. Oh. Ow. Legendary? Nope. Thank you, game. That time it might have been faster, actually, so as to have taken the ferry across. Doesn't give me time to check my phone, though. That way I can respond back to my wife. Oh, I haven't yet. I'll have to take a brief pause. My wife reminded me of an email I need to send, so I will do that here as soon as we get this last legendary Rabanian F-type medal. It's like, okay. I'd like that now. There they are. And hopefully we go ahead and get this pretty quickly, so... Because it can take a while for this to decide, yeah, we'll drop now. And it's always annoying when that happens. And my intent, believe it or not, is not to annoy my wife. Which is probably a good thing for her. I don't think the new PvP season has started yet. It is not. Okay. There it is. Okay. About time. Do a couple things while we're here as well. Let's go ahead and see. Let's Ooh. I am a little tired. Not too crazy tired, but definitely a little bit. It's possible. Honestly, I think part of it is my body still working on recovering from the incident. Because I'm sure growing skin is not exactly easy. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Hold on. I'll ask my wife for the email again. Pardon me. Curry's rough. Use vitamin E oil to minimize scars and make scabs softer. That probably I should have done. That absolutely makes sense too. Oh, not what I wanted. There we go. That's true. I probably will go and grab some. Oh man, really? Really? That was so close. I probably will go out and do some. Not this one then. This would be awful. Later today then. That's acceptable. Unless we have some at home, which we might. I'll have to ask my wife about that. Yeah! Why was it 15% more? I'm not opposed to this, but what made it more? I'm not opposed to it, once again, but it's like, yeah! Why, though? Why? Well, this is the only possible one that we have. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright. Purchase weapons. There it is. A musket. Nice! That does feel... That's always nice to do. That sounds very good. That looks like a space gun, which is maybe doable, admittedly. I might be able to make something out of that. Purchase minions. USA Peron. Okay. Why is it USA Peon? Trying to not burn myself out, but better... Would feel better and improve my health. I understand that entirely. That absolutely makes sense, and I support you in that entirely. Yes. I'm not too interested in the Whisper Go mount, because we do get a better one here soon, but... yeah, I guess I can add it to the favorites. Why not? Once I get the better version, I can unfavorite it. Is your wife proud of you for your health treatment? She's very proud. She's very glad for me, too. One second. Wife asked me a question, so I'm working on responding back to this. And my mom, she'll get to keep me longer. That's absolutely true. Yeah, especially since I didn't die. That's absolutely true, though. You see, okay. There's a special event. I didn't notice it. That's fine. Okay. Email sent. Should all be taken care of. There's a chicken over there. We may end up doing the Fall Guys event when it comes by again, because it's supposed to be coming by again on the 23rd. I might just go for like one. Oh, come on, really? That was pretty spot on game. I might just go for like one Fall Guys victory every time it's here, because it can be very annoying. It will. That one's not spot on at all, so I don't blame the game for this one. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, we'll get a little more than we usually get from this, won't we? I do feel like my depth perception is a little off now, though, since the incident. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not too much, but... that one I feel like should have counted. I really do. Alright, that one's on me. Which is fair. Good, I was gonna say, if that one's off, that's silly. But it was fine, it was fine. Okay, I was gonna say, I could have seen that one either way. Alright, cool. Now we can go grab our lottery, because I was able to do a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV while I was at my parents', not much. Especially due to the concussion, I didn't get as much as I was expecting. That's fine. But... fair enough. I did forget to go to the cashier first. Nothing good. Well, I mean, any amount's good, but... not ideal. Alrighty. Got our lottery tickets. Go ahead and head this way. Because before we do go grind the next one, I want to deposit this weapon, because I don't want to forget which ones I happen to have. Excuse me. That's not crowded enough to have started yet, so... that's I'm pretty sure. Well, honestly, it might be that we stream 14 today and tomorrow, honestly. Since it's going to be a short stream tomorrow, it's like, okay, 14 grinding sounds like a good plan. Or even just a little bit of story. We'll see. Vinny was really snuggly earlier. He seems to not be anymore. I didn't let him steal any of my food earlier, so he might be upset about that. And I was also curious if Vinny liked water. There's a context for this. So I was taking a bath today. I'll go tell the story. For the context. While I was taking a bath today, Vinny decided to just come right in and decided to lay on me for a bit while I was in the water. He's like, okay. This is a little weird because I don't want to get scratched by you. He didn't, thankfully. But I decided to go ahead and see if he liked the water and dipped him in there a little bit. He did not. He at least doesn't like other people doing it. He seems to be interested in doing it himself, but not having other people do it. So that's the reason why I did that. It's not meant to be mean to him. It's just, yeah, it is very funny. Like, okay, cat, you're in here now. Guess we're gonna see if you like the water. And not his favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're almost done with all this. Good. We done this one before? Yeah, we'll do a different one, but there's a person down here that I do want to go ahead and talk to real quickly. I guess I better look into these. Alright, hold on. I'll jump in the tub to drink from the tap. You would think I don't give them fresh water. You say that, I can... Yeah, Ninja used to be like that too. He very much so liked getting it fresh from wherever he could. Oh, that cat. I miss him. Okay, let's see. Probably not. Let's see. Finger looking good. I don't think any of these are the quests I was looking for the daily quest, so. Nope. Okay. None of the quests I cared about. Let's move on. Water bowl was a plus for them. Mine do not, which probably would not be a bad idea for them, honestly. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Ninja's not with us, unfortunately. Hasn't been for nearly a year now. Not that I'm trying to be sad about that, of course. Was like, yeah, you know, yeah. Collection. There we go. Have we done here? I don't know if we have. Yeah, we have. Man, all of these suck. Like, not a single one of these is my preference. I guess if I have to do... Well, actually, this one probably is my preference if I have to have a preference. Okay. Girlfriend Zoe. I had to put her down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I get that. I get that. Yeah, I was gonna say... I can't remember exactly what Ninja had, but we had to put him down as well, unfortunately. I understand all too well. On the bright side, while this one isn't my favorite, it should happen to go pretty quickly. Yeah, he had something with his bones, unfortunately. Missed that cat. He was a good boy. There's one medal. Is this the right way? This is the part that always gets confused. Yeah, this is the wrong way. This is the part that always gets confusing for me. I'm surprised. Oh, not what I meant to do. I know I saw one other person down here. I'm surprised he is not down here fighting this mini-boss with me. But I mean, if he doesn't want to, obviously he doesn't have to. Just interesting, that's all. First of my pets to not die at home when they're asleep. Interesting, yeah, this is our first one did not die in his sleep, unfortunately. That wasn't Ninja, that was Valentine. He was very sick. He had some kind of illness. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But it's basically that possible cure for it was very maybe at the time. It wasn't even a guarantee. It was like, if it did work, I think it gave him another 2 years. And we just didn't have the money for it at the time, unfortunately. He did die at home. He died in my arms, honestly, but it was not the most pleasant. I'm glad he died at home. I am, but there is times where I wonder if we should have put him down. But I really had hopes for him, honestly. I really did. He was a really young cat at the time. Like, I think he was basically 1 year and 3 months. It's just... We just thought... Yeah. Sorry, not trying to be all depressed, just... Really wish it hadn't happened, to be quite honest. Not that there's much that can be done about it, but it's like, yeah. Look up to all making... Yeah. I had a minx named Jenny that was 21. She was in her bed purring. I went to get her food and she had... Wow. So, yeah, I mean, that sounds like a very pleasant way to go at the very least. Ah, there you are. Yeah, as I say, unfortunately for Valentine, I think he was just in pain the rest of the time, but I tried to give it to him as pleasantly as possible, because I really did want him to get better. I love that cat. He was such a sweet boy. But admittedly, if he hadn't died, we wouldn't have Thorin, because he was... You do. But if I could have both of them, I would do that instead. I'd rather not have to sacrifice one cat for another, obviously. But we wouldn't have adopted Thorin otherwise, because we were looking for a cat to replace him, because he passed away January 23rd, if memory serves, and we waited until a little bit after our anniversary, I believe. So that was a fair amount of time, admittedly. Oh. Nope, that other one's alive. I'd rather do that. Works us out. I couldn't have adopted yes, I understand all too well, yeah. Yeah, if Ninja hadn't passed, honestly, we probably would not have adopted Vinny. Probably would have taken him to a shelter or something. Which works out, because apparently the shelters are pretty full around here. So it may have just been a hopeless situation for him. Obviously, this way it's not. He's a handful, but I'd rather him be a handful than dead. Yeah, honestly, Floofs was very, very fine with going down to 2 cats. And if Vinny had not wormed his way into her life, we probably would still be at 2 cats, honestly. Alright, we should be good now. There we go. Well, didn't get anything for a reward, that's the only downside. Now my 15, let's see. Now my 15-year-old Ash is getting thin. I worry about her. Vet says she's jolted. Yeah. Ninja was the same, so I get that. He just did not feel like eating much as he got older, so I do understand. I do try to spoil her with extra food and treats. She knows she's the princess. That's always good. Yeah, say we kind of do the same with Molly. She's not that old yet. She's going to be 9 in October. But it's like, yeah, she's definitely getting older. She still feels the same as she does, though, which is good. Time is amazing, except if you really feel that when you're sound. Yeah, I was gonna say, even with Minimax only being 7, it's crazy to think that it's just like he's gonna be 8 here this year, and it feels like just yesterday we were expecting him still, and it's like obviously I don't have it quite in the same circumstances, but I do partially understand it. Feels like he just yesterday he was still in diapers, and yeah. Or even just yesterday, he was only just going into kindergarten. First communion next year. We do first communion in 2nd grade here, so they'll be next spring. Have fun. Get him a nice little suit. He look sharp. Yes, he will. We were definitely planning on it. You look pretty pleased back there, bud. But yes, that is definitely the plan. We definitely want him to look nice. The only downside to a suit is obviously he grows out of it, which is unfortunate. No, nothing important. Okay. Fine. May as well take you out. Okay. Surprised you haven't noticed yet, but that's fine. That team kids coming. Yeah, that's true. So we don't even let Minimax go to Mass in June. He doesn't dress as much as I'd like him to because Floofs is a little more lenient. I'm not saying that meanly. Hey Tyrus, how are you? I was doing the yokai event. Also didn't know you had Dragoon level. Yeah, I was gonna say Dragoon is pretty recently. Yeah, I am mostly done with the yokai event. I have 5 more, including this one, to finish off. So Dragoon is not as high, but I am trying to get Dragoon caught up with the others, because the others... That's not how you tell. I don't remember how to tell. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, White Mage needs to catch up a little bit, but Dragoon's starting to get there. I've been, when I haven't been doing the Yokai Watch event, I've been doing Stormbringers with, Oh, did you? I was gonna say, I think I know of which one it was, because I know Blue Mage is typically considered the best for grinding the Yokai Watch event. So I say, I would assume it's involving these two, since they're so close and they spawn so quickly. Let's see, 3 medals, need 7 more. Where? There you are. But yeah, not too much more of this to go, thankfully. Doesn't lose abilities on leveling down, plus it has a lot of unique strength. Yeah, I am planning to work on Blue Mage here eventually, because it does seem like a really interesting class. The only downside to Blue Mage for an event like this is if you don't get there in time, a Blue Mage will typically wipe it out really quickly. So it's like the one downside, like if you don't have Blue Mage, and the Blue Mage gets to it before you do, it's like, ah! Thankfully, it hasn't been too bad for me. But I know the Yokai Watch goes for a little bit longer, but I do want to go ahead and, finish this off, because I know we have till July? Or something like that? But it's like, well, I'd like to get back to the story, and I know that the last time they had the Yokai Watch event was 3 years ago? Something like that? So it's like, okay, may as well just grind it out to make sure I don't miss out on it. But it was like a really long... It was long enough time ago that it was like, dang. I saw Fall Guys is coming back already, which is interesting. It seems like they're going to do it every... I would guess they're going to do it half a year. I think last time it came out was October, and then Fall Guys comes out the 23rd. Let's see. Specifically, while most bosses can't be insta-killed, the ARR Fate bosses often can be insta-killed. There's usually a 2-minute timer for that, though. If you enter duty, it refreshes even if you leave immediately. Interesting. Yeah, like, I'd like to go ahead and do that. As is, I need to run... So there's one dungeon I know that I need to run anyways. Because I need to pick up a sound clip from it, and that's the Whale Meat dungeon. I haven't done that yet, but I know that it has a couple of Blue Mage spells. I don't know if they're very good, but I would like to go ahead and get all of them. I've helped a couple friends a year, maybe 2 years ago, get them, so I do want to go ahead and do it. Probably closer to a year. I have not... Until, like, the last 6 months... I had not played that much of 14 as much as I would have liked, but definitely, as I'm sure you've noticed, getting back into it. Would have been playing these last 2 weeks and had the Yokai Watch event done by now, but I was on a work trip and I don't have a keyboard and mouse for my tablet, so no possible way to play 14. Let me tell you, I'm not playing 14 with just point controls. I don't know how well that would work. I don't want to know how well that would work. That sounds really unpleasant. I don't think I could move. Most good blue spells come from the trials, but yeah, there's a couple good dungeons, but yeah. I still want to get all of them. It's always fun to grab all of the available ones. I'm sorry, wasn't able to... To the microphone time. I apologize again. Excuse me. Normally I could get to it in time. My arm's still a little, I know most of you know this. My arm's still a little messed up from the bike accident last Sunday. So, not yesterday, but the Sunday before. Yeah, as an achievement hunter, I have 124. I have 124 spells. I get that. Some of them are also circumstantially good too, so it's always good to grab all of them. And plus, admittedly, for this dungeon, I need to run it anyways, for the, as I said, the whale meat alarm. I probably have enough time to do this one, but 5 more? Okay. Hope those other guys show up. I can do this by myself, but it's nice for it to go faster. Probably. Yeah, it'll be a little tight, but we can get that in time. Honestly, after this yokai watch, I'll probably go grab the next yokai, do one front line, and then grind it again. I'd like a little break from grinding fates. If I knew that all of Heaven's Ward's fates, and it might. If all of Heaven's Ward's fates did it, I'd probably go do Heaven's Ward next. So I've done most of Realm Reborn's, and I'd like to do some more of the fates in Heaven's Ward, as well as Stormblood. But I don't know if it's specific ones or if it's all of them, so I'll stay right here. Which isn't too bad. At the very least, this one does go fairly quickly. And now that a lot of people aren't doing it, it's both good and bad, honestly. Because then you don't have to worry about people unintentionally, or even possibly sometimes kill stealing for the events, but yeah. On the bright side, we are at least getting some levels. The yokais that need Heaven's Ward / Summer Fates can be in any of the 6 zones in those expansions. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if that was all yokais or specific ones. I haven't seen any of the yokais say Heaven's Ward or, Realm Reborn ones, and maybe I'm just misunderstanding, which is entirely possible. I just see that it does specifically call these ones out, and it's like, okay, that makes enough sense that I'll, even if it's the same one, it makes sense to just go ahead and grind it again. There's 2 Heaven's Ward and 2 for... Oh, okay. Is it the last 2 out of curiosity? Or last 4, I should say. Shame that they don't happen to have any for excuse me. Shame that they don't happen to have any for the other 2 expansions. Shadow Cloud, not Shadow Cloud at all. I'm blanking on expansion 3 at the moment. And Heaven's Ward. I know Trailblazer. No, Dawnbringer. Whatever the next one is. It's hard to remember expansions, alright? I know we're going to be on to 5 here soon. Shadowbringer. There we go. Had to think about it for a second. I think it's the last 2. Yeah, that makes sense. They were at a later date with the Heaven's Word ones giving Stormblade class weapons and the Stormblade ones giving shot. That makes sense. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would do that because there's been more classes. So I was kind of hoping they'd do. They haven't, and that's probably partially because I think Yokai Watch has, for the most part, died in Japan. Not entirely, mind you, but it's definitely not as popular as it once was. Should have done disembowel. That's alright. Yeah, I want at least one of each primary. I want a DPS, tank, and healer up to the max level. They could have, but didn't. Include Sage and Reaper weapons this time. I wish they did, since there's essentially always the issue of new classes having much fewer. Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think it's a little silly they did it, but as I said, I think if I had to take a guess, it's because Yokai Watch is not nearly as popular as it once was. I think the last Yokai Watch game came out. I'm going to look it up. I think the last Yokai Watch game that came out was 2020. They did have an anime. They did have a Yokai Watch anime from 2021 through 2023, so I'll give them that. Let's see. Yeah, the last Yokai Watch game was Yokai Watch Jam, which I have no clue if that's a spin-off or what, was 2020. So it's like, if Yokai Watch has died, then it's like, okay, yeah. I should really get back to playing Yokai Watch, because I have the first one. I'd like to play 2 and 3, but I think 2 and 3 runs for a stupid amount these days, to be quite honest. I'm gonna check it real quick, because now I'm curious. Let's see. Yokai Watch 1 runs for about 20 bucks, which I have. That's fine. Yokai Watch 2 goes for about 40 bucks. Depends which Yokai Watch 2 you have. Interesting. No, they typically go for about 40 bucks. I was looking at the... Well, most of them. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres goes for 150. That's probably the one that most people didn't buy, if I had to take a guess. Yokai Watch 3 sells for $360! What? What? Why? 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 Sorry, we'll get back to doing Yokai Watch events in Final Fantasy XIV. It's like, yeah, I mean, if Yokai Watch is basically dead, I can't say I blame them, but at the same time, it is a little unfortunate. And Yokai Watch 4 was never officially released in America. That's running for about 40 bucks. And by officially released, I mean it was not released in America. Only the Japanese version. The unfortunate thing is, I know Yokai Watch 2 I had a couple chances to buy. I wish that I had. I don't know if it was the $140 version that I could have bought, but maybe. I saw it at Walmart. A couple years back. And admittedly, while I haven't finished Yokai Watch 1, I'd like to. So, probably should. The one downside I will say to the Yokai Watch event, okay, there's a few downsides, but the biggest one is you don't always get the medallions for the legendary medallions. You'll always get a Yokai medal. I have way too many of those now. I just wish that you would always get the legendary, because it would make this event take a lot less time. And I know it's a little tedious, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna have to work on my inventory here eventually. I gotta donate some of these here soon. Oh, did not mean to do that. I thought I was on one still. Just, yeah. Yeah, you do need just a minion, which I do forget. Let's see. It's likely balanced around not getting 100% of the time. Would be nice for it to be consistent even if it was like 20. Yeah. Also, you don't need the watch equipped for legendary ones. That I do know. I probably have enough at this point. Honestly, I probably should take it off. Just so I could kill these guys just a little faster. I just didn't have enough at the time, so I completely forgot. And now it's like that negative worry. It's like, oh, am I gonna run out of medallions again? It's like, no, probably not. But it's always like, well, I better make sure. But yeah, you're right. It is probably likely balanced around not getting it 100% of the time, but it would be nice. As you said, if it was 20 tokens and you did get it 100% of the time, I'd probably be more fine with that. Because then you know you're... Even if it would take a little longer, you know you're always making progress. Whereas with a random chance, it's like, some things should be random, I'm not disagreeing. For a limited time event, I don't like it, because it's like, listen, I don't have all this time. I just want to go ahead and get my dang stuff. Like, right, I don't think we've had one drop for the last 3 or 4 events or fates. It's like, that feels good. And this does happen on occasion. It's always frustrating when it does, but it's like, However, one second. Tyrus is absolutely correct. We don't need it anymore, so we can go ahead and, Oop, wrong one. Here we go. Ruh-roh. What is better that... Let's see. Obviously, I have made... Oh. Oh. That makes sense. There we go, that's better. Okay. I thought that I had made the Yokai Watch 1 part of the outfit at the time. Obviously, I'm wrong, but... Let's say, honestly, I think we have plenty of regular Yokai medals. This will help speed it up just a little bit, which is enough for me. Which I do appreciate, by the way, Tyler. Thank you. But yeah, this does seem to be dealing a little bit more damage. Like, I know obviously you get rounded down a little bit, but it's better to have something instead of nothing. And the Yokai Metal, the Yokai Watch does nothing, so... Honestly, though, if level 5... No, come on. Did decide to go ahead and release, like, a combo pack of Yokai Watch 1 through 4... I don't know how they do that, because it was originally for 3DS, so they'd have to if they brought... So, I know they remade Yokai Watch 1 for the Switch. If they brought that stateside, I probably would buy it again, and if it sold well enough, I probably would go ahead and buy the others if they made... if they ported them to Switch. You don't really need to remake them, but if they ported them, I'd play it. I'd buy it. Like, I'm curious enough about Yokai Watch that it's like, yeah, I'd give it a chance. I know they brought Yokai Watch 4, I think, to, the PS4, so that'd be fine as well. Not the PS5. I don't have a PS5. I have no interest in a PS5. The PS5 has no games. Somebody's not gonna like that statement, but, I'm not interested in God of War. I think that the new Spider-Man games are way overhyped. And the only game I'd really be interested in at the moment is Demon's Souls. Even that remake isn't as good as the original, so... That would be a controversial opinion. But... I just... yeah... Maybe if the new Spider-Man games didn't have Sweet Baby Inc. help them, might have helped. I have the first one. The second one didn't come out on PS4, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. I did enjoy the first one enough, but it's like the second one, nah. Nah. I'd like to get on my mount, please. Also, where is the medals? 14, please. I'm begging you. Give me some dang medals. New Spider-Man, stinky. Uh-oh, stinky poopies. I should really get that on the soundboard. How you doing, Hams? Uh-oh, stinky. There's a couple things I need to get on the soundboard. For those unaware, I do have a new sound. I have a few new sound alerts. I have a few new things. There's some other channel. There's some channel rewards I needed to put in, and I forgot about it, probably due to the concussion last Sunday. And a couple other things. Like, there was some things I wanted to update, and I'm blanking on what they were now. Admittedly, it may not be due to the concussion, but the concussion is a great excuse, not gonna lie. Need a scapegoat? Ah, concussion. That'll last me for a couple weeks, right? Older brother is visiting. Took a stroll through Cowpen's battlefield and saw Coyote. Nice! How was that? That sounds very pleasant. I'm begging you, game. Please give me some of the legendaries. Okay, thank you. Just 3 more. I'd like to take a break so as to go ahead and do Frontline. I do not think I'm going to have enough time for Frontline at this rate. But we'll see. This chair is too comfy sometimes, not gonna lie. Yeah, I could probably, yeah. Well, we're back to not getting any legendary medals, are we getting, please? I'm begging you! I'm begging you! I don't want to be stuck at no legendary medals game. I've been doing this for too long. I could take a break in Frontline, but I'd like to do this before I Frontline. Did that out of order. That's alright. Most of them you want to use the 1 through 3 attacks. 5 and 6 are useful for once in a blue moon, but basically every 30 seconds. That's the better way to put it. Game, please. Please. Tell you what, King, make a bargain with you. I'll go do a different event aside from these two. These two are just convenient since they're right next to each other. It's the main reason. But there's another event right here that isn't too far. Hey, Interceptor, how are you? Got back from here. It's nice. I hope the errands went well. So now the tire. I get that. I get that. I understand all too well, honestly. I'm always less sleepy. Game, please, I'm begging you. Give me a legendary medal. Like, you are so hesitant with them, and it's very frustrating. Oh, I thought the cat was leaving. I was like, don't leave. Don't go, oh, cat. But he's still here. Alright, I don't need any more of you guys to come along and bother me while I'm fighting this guy. Because you're not part of the quest, so I don't care. I have 3 more legendary medals still to grab. But the game deciding to be very stingy. I had to think of the word. Don't know why I had to think of the word, but I had to think of the word. It's like, please stop being so stingy, game. Wait, hold on. Still didn't give me what I wanted. Oh, okay, I can't read. And please, I'm begging you, give me some freaking legendary medals. You're being very stingy today. Nobody likes it when you're stingy. I don't like it when you're stingy at the very least. It's very annoying. So my wife and I were watching the live-action One Piece last night, and we've both kind of come to the conclusion it probably is the best live-action anime, but still not quite as good as people are giving it credit for. It's fine, but it gets too many things wrong. Oh my goodness, you know what? I'm going to re-equip the Yokai Watch thing, because I know I shouldn't have to, but I don't think I've gotten one since I took it off. So it's like, okay, game, you want to be a pain in my rear? Fine. Fine. I know I'm not supposed to meet it. I know I'm not. You know I'm not. But, you ain't giving. So... The good news is we are getting decent experience, so we're already level 62 on the Dragoon. So have that going for us, I guess. I'm not trying to complain, don't get me wrong. I know there's a fair amount of complaining. It's just annoying. It's like, yep, been here for... No, I don't know when we started this part. Probably close to at least half an hour ago, and still not done? Maybe. Maybe this isn't the best thing to stream. I'll give it that. Like, this section. This grind, for clarification. I think streaming Final Fantasy XIV is a perfectly good game to stream. Not that this does not get annoying. There, finally. Okay, 2 more. Come on over here. Fine, I'll come to you. Alright, this is getting... not my favorite. There's too much AoE now. Alright, fine. If you give me one more, I will be content, game. I would like to do some Frontline. I just want to be done with this particular one. I have 4 more after this one, so... excuse me. Admittedly, we are at least getting decent money out of it. We are getting things from doing the Fates. It's just... grinding the same one over and over again is not pleasant. But, as I said, I don't have to. I'm just choosing to because they're near one another, so... it's probably partially on me. Roll the... Yeah, basically. I should get back to playing Hades. Okay, good. So I know the sequel is coming out, and I don't know, I'm still a little hesitant on the sequel. I know there's multiple people in chat that will attest to it, but it's still like, I don't know. Oh gosh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, hey, P. Tony, thanks for the raid. How did, you, I was gonna say, Hades. How did Hades go? I know it was FTL, but you said after that last run you were gonna switch to Hades, right? Speaking of Hades, I was gonna say, Alms was just speaking about rolling that boulder, and I was saying how I should get back to Hades at some point. It all connects. Why is the Golden Saucer song playing? Because we're in the Golden Saucer, fucks. That's why. Not that we're gambling at the moment, admittedly. Not yet, at the very least. Those are some fists. Those actually don't look bad. I have to give it credit. That looks decent. Hades was fun, but my controller is kind of past its prime, and that made it... I can understand that. But good game. I'm glad to hear that, then. I'm sorry to hear it's past its prime, but I do understand. Thank you for the raid. Did I say thank you for the raid? Hold on. I know you guys all know, but... You know what? You know what? Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't see that there was another quest here. Or another cutscene. That's it. Is the Golden Saucer like Sid Highwind in Final Fantasy in general? Kinda. This one is based off the Final Fantasy VII Gold Saucer in particular. What? Oh, is it just because this is where the last ones happened? We're not done. We have more. We have more to do. Got a new mount. That you guys came in time for the cutscene for the new mount. It's exactly like the old one, but it's different. It's like Tony, but different. I don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I don't really care at the moment. I'm gonna do some Frontline because I'm very tired of grinding this event. That's the wrong button, me. What? Where is he? Huh? Oh. Oh, right. That's on me. Bah. Bah, 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 bah. What was I saying? I was saying something. I'm getting very tired. Right. I was saying something. I don't know. Let's say now. Fringes. Okay. So I don't have enough of this one. Yeah, I don't have any of this one yet. I have a fair amount of this one. Well, alright, we'll go do some PvP. And then we shall go do this one next. Because I wanted a small break. Because grinding over and over again is not always the most fun. Unsurprising, probably. However, I will go to... here anyways. Just so we can at least go get ready for that. Still a little underleveled for this area. I guess we're not underleveled, we're just at the right level is the better way to put it. I guess since people are here, we can go ahead and show off the new mount. Both of them, really. I didn't show off the last one either. So this is what it looks like. It's fine. I guess we don't get showed off for that long. It is a fairly cute mount. I won't deny that. No, I just wish to repair. Oh, Bender. There we go. I'm blind. I don't even know what today's Frontline is, to be quite honest. Look at that cutie. Yeah, you. He's a cutie. Alright, time to change. Oh, did you know it was coming? Did you know that it was coming? We got a good 30 seconds we could pet the cat. Oh, who likes his chin scratched? Who likes his chin scratched? Is it you? Is it you? Alright, but we got like 5 seconds, and I can give you more scritches later. Big yawn. I'll give you more later, bud. It's like, yeah. Nyako, nay. I don't know where I'm going with this. Are we not going? Oh, I see. If they do notice us up here, that could be very dangerous because they could drag us down there. They're not currently, which is good, but it's still a bit dangerous. We are getting hammered at the moment. This is a very bad situation that we are currently in. Yeah, we're kind of getting pinched pretty badly here, folks. Might be better now, though. Back here. Ah. Oh well. I was able to scare them off. With help from everybody else, mind you. Whoosh, whoosh them. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh them out. Whoosh, whoosh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Makes sense. Oh, I forgot to do this earlier. Here we go. We can fix that.
God still loves you, pretty sure. But you might need to ask a priest.
So I had that typed out earlier. I forgot to actually finish the shout out earlier, which was my fault. Not on purpose, but it's like, yep, that was a thing I never actually did. 10 seconds? Okay. Have to be a bit careful here. Not that ice, they say. But we're getting that ice, baby. I mean, it's likely we'll get pinched. They were definitely getting some danger here now, though. I'm not going to deny that. Kind of can't use return at the moment. We're in a fight. Oh! Why did 4 people all of a sudden come over here? Like, why did 4 people come over here? I don't think I could have used return anytime. I could be wrong. That one might be on me. I didn't actually test. I might have been looking at teleport. That one might be on me. All I know is we had 6 people, and then there was 4 of theirs. Like, what happened? Oh. Hello there. Guys, we can kill him if we, Where'd he go? I didn't realize bards had something similar to ninjas. What is this? Where'd he go? Not that I knew, at least, but I mean, you know. I am at the very least glad I did not use my ult now, so that's good. Probably north. What? Oh, not north. Who cares about? Get the smalls. Get the smalls. There's that bard again. Time to leave. They've already started on that one, so we should do this one. I am a little surprised nobody came across. Maybe they all got in a fight. I could have sworn I just saw like a dust cloud from over there. Alright, I've got some blues over here. Probably worth it to kill them. Oh gosh, don't like that. That is more than some, by the way. I was mistaken. Got you at the very least, which was good. Dark Knight's probably gonna die. Probably. I was gonna say, not sure entirely what he's doing there. Okay, so we probably want to go over there. Might still be able to get second. I don't think it's going to happen. I know I've made a few mistakes, and I don't deny that, mind you. Kind of silly of me to deny that. Excuse me. Okay, so are we going to go for the north one? I can understand why we wouldn't, because we did get pinched last time. So I think we're not, which is understandable. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn, so.
The burning you feel?
Oh gosh.
It is shame.
Thank you, Hobbs. I appreciate that. Terrified me for a second. I forgot that was an option. All of a sudden I hear screaming at me. The heavy is disappointed in me. Here comes blue. Honestly, that person should absolutely be dead, but... "10 seconds? Okay. Let blue and yellow fight about that one. Hopefully it'll kill some of them. They are very focused on the other one. It did take a bit of time, but this way we can get through faster, admittedly. I guess north? I don't know. That's... seems like a good invitation. Well, maybe mid. We kind of gotta go north, otherwise blue has it. I don't think we're going to. We might. We might be. Okay, got one. Because the fact of the matter is, if we don't do this, we do lose. Like, we have... oh gosh. Okay. That was harsh. Yeah, okay, I should have ran him. I'll admit I should have ran him. I won't deny that, actually. I should have ran in. Got a little... was like, I don't really want to. Yeah, I mean, honestly. Yeah. Yellow did the right thing. I can't be upset at them. I don't have to be happy with them. But yellow did do the right thing. Because if they wanted to win... yeah. Or at least get second, I should say. Because blue probably has it. We'll see. Yeah. I don't really like that map that much, honestly. The one they removed is the one that I actually like, ironically. Okay, so we did that. Go back to Dragoon. Okay. Almost done. Probably got plenty of time, honestly. Oh, big sleepies. Did you guys know that loot is reborn in Diablo 4 and nobody cares? Nobody cares, Diablo. Admittedly, one person... so with one of the people I was talking with from my co-workers that I went on the work trip with, different guy, not somebody that I'm familiar with, but he was saying he actually is enjoying Diablo 4. He's saying it is flawed, but there is things to it he enjoys, which is fair. I can respect that. Not interested in you guys. I just am interested in the events. Thank you. Pretty sure they're going to be over by the time I get there. This one may not be. This one probably will be. I guess I could tell to. Alright, fair enough. I may not get there in time for this one, but I should for this one and this one, so. Yes, this is dogs. We might. Let's see, we'll see. No, not interested. Go by. Same with you, Gazelle Hawk. Not interested. Didn't get there in time. How do I get out? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, kid. Whatever. As long as there's a way out, I'll be content. Alright. That is a big bear. It is nice to actually be able to use all my skills that I have, though, on enemies. I will not deny that. And at the very least, we're in new areas, which is good, too. So it's like, I am at least content with this, because the rest of them we had to grind the same areas multiple times, and I was just very, very tired of the same over and over again. Because unsurprisingly, grinding the same thing multiple times is not the most fun. It is part of an MMO, I will not deny this, but it doesn't mean that you always have to be the most unpleasant part. Oh wait, hold on. I have a natural speed boost with this, so I do want to use this. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that trucker. You intentionally made it look like you were gonna do it. What a dirty boy. What a dirty boy. I am not high enough level at the moment. Over there. He does hit very hard. It's like I was willing to do it with somebody else because it looked like somebody literally came down from the sky, landed next to it, and then went nope. And it's like, oh, you are unpleasant. was like, I'm willing to do 2v1. I'm not willing to do 1v1. Oh, wait, hold on. There's one right here. Okay. I guess we killing fish, boys. Admittedly, I may end up doing my tank instead. My tank does a lot better job of surviving, unsurprisingly.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Sounds good, Hans. You make sure you have a good day and God bless. Thank you for being here. That was a very effective use of that one. Dang it. No, Goosefish, I don't need you here at the moment. Like, what I want to do... Because, yeah, there's no way the Dragoon can do this in time. Yes, I know. Let me... There we go, okay. Okay, there we go. I forgot how to tank for a little bit, which, that's on me. It's looking better now, though. It's been a little bit of time since I tanked. However, maybe we could do the Evil Seed with the tank. That's a possibility. Okay. Oh, Goosefish. I'll provoke you. Like, why are you not attacking me, Goosefish? cool, but we are still... Hold on, do we have... We do, okay. Did we get another quest out of this? We might. Do we have enough time to do that? I don't know. Worth a shot. We'll survive a much better chance on our tank than we would previously. Yeah, I know. I'm over here. We are barely dealing with this, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to get it done in time, but I do feel better knowing that we could do it with our warrior at the very least. That would explain why the other person left. It makes sense now. Yeah, no way we can do this in time. That's unfortunate. No, we tried. Well... Yeah, right. Probably be done by the time we get there. Definitely done by the time we get there. Okay. Makes more sense to go down to Dim World. East. Well. Yeah, right. This makes enough sense. Assuming we can even cross through here. We may not be able to currently. Maybe like a story. It's a story thing. Okay. It was worth a shot at the very least. Well, this one did have one other, and I would say that we have more access to it than we do here currently. Was no? Yes. Maybe we don't have as much access to this one as I thought. Guess we can just keep trying this one. That's a little unfortunate. I really thought they would have finished that one by now. Alright. Let's go this way. We might find another way around, honestly. I would assume it's story related, but it's a possibility. And I'm willing to give it that shot. Okay, this one, how many? 1239? I think we can do this with a Dragoon, actually. It's just one enemy at a time. Which we can deal with one enemy at a time on the Dragoon. Where did you come from? Oh. Alright, Dayaka, don't get that close to me. How about that one? There's another... Oh. I got scared there for a second, not gonna lie. Still don't get quite what I needed there, but it is what it is, I guess. I wish it could be done, but let's see. Wrong one. If I remember correctly, that should be Tyler's, I believe. I'm very bad about remembering people's in-game names, honestly. No, wait, that's, Oh, Zeno. There's too many people. Hey, Zanos. How you doing? Like, there's too many people who... I don't know why I didn't think, oh, you know, Zanos, the exact person who you probably think it is. Oh, I feel a little silly now. Not gonna lie. It happens, though. How you doing, Zanos? No, that's fine. I was gonna say, I'm probably gonna get off here soon. I have to do, I have to pick up my son. There we go. I was thinking about that. I have another 9 minutes? 9 minutes. So if you want to just help me with Fates at the moment, if that's okay with you, I would appreciate it. I'm just trying to work on doing the Yokai Watch event, and obviously I haven't done much of Stormblood yet. So I need to get further in Stormblood, but first I want to finish off the Yokai Watch event just so I can get it done. I'm doing all right. Much better now than I was last week, obviously, because the no more concussion. So that's doing pretty well. Oh, there's one. I figured I'd also work on leveling my Dragoon at the same time, because like, well, it's like right the right area. The only main problem I'm having at the moment is my Dragoon is very under-equipped. Which that's a future me problem. I'll work on that later, because my other stuff should be fine. I probably will be back on later tonight, though. My wife and I are supposed to start watching Season 4 of Lower Decks, which I don't know where our Blu-ray of that is. I was realizing. I will probably check my Blu-rays real quickly before I go to pick up my son. Because it might be there, or it might be up... I think it's upstairs. It's just a little hard for me to bend over at the moment. So I don't know if you saw this, Xanos. I got into a bike accident last Sunday where I actually had to go to the ER. So my knee is banged up a little bit at the moment. As is you can see a little bit on the arm, a little out. I can't extend it at the moment. Like I still can't fully extend my arm without a little bit of pain because of the scabs. So it's hard for me to check my stuff on my lower shelves at the moment, is what I was going to say. I'm going to re-equip the Yokai Watch, because I know I've been told you don't have to have it on, but I've always had better results with it on, not gonna lie. There's one up there, okay. EXP bonus. Ooh, EXP bonus applied, you say? EXP bonus applied first, it is. I mean, listen. Don't miss the gear grind and set swaps from level. I can understand that. Yeah. That's why I am, for the most part, still focusing on my white mage and my tank. But it's like, well, they're almost level 80. I probably should work on the Dragoon since I have to do the grinding for the event anyways. So it's like, well, this probably makes more sense in the long run. Excuse me. Ah, okay. I see. Hold. Let me get off my mount, game. I see what's going on. We mainly need to focus on the boss, but if I only focus on the boss, I will die. I already know that. Because the gear I have is subpar, to put it lightly. Okay, good. You're not targeting me. That's all I really wanted. Oh, now you are, however. But yeah, thankfully, I've talked about it on stream a little bit. Thankfully, obviously, I didn't die from that. My helmet did crack, so if I didn't have my helmet on, there's a fairly high chance that I could have. But overall, I'm recovering. I have started biking again. I've already gone 30 miles on Saturday. I'm planning to go 40 tomorrow. It's mainly just hard for me to extend my arm out at the moment. It's not so bad for pulling it in. It still hurts a little bit, but it's definitely recovering. Nothing broken, it's just the scabs from the accident itself. And technically 30 minutes of lost memories, because I do not remember it happening. So there's that too. Oh. Stop targeting me. This might be enough for... Actually, this should be enough for level up. That'll be nice. Alright, we probably have enough to... Still didn't get the legendary one. That was not enough for level up. Why? Bruh. Alright. I have enough time for one more. Oh, am I full on company seals? Alright, so we need to go spend this. I'll do that here after we do these two. I don't really have much to spend them on at the moment, but there's something I'm sure that I could spend on. That is another nice mountain, Xanos, not gonna lie. There's a lot of mounts that I do want to work on. Okay, so one more. I do need to head out. But I would love to get just one legendary one. Oh, irregular. Oh. Oh, the grind has begun. I'll have to do some more dungeons and stuff. Didn't realize that we were on to the next Tomestones of Genesis. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. But when you're on a work trip, you kind of don't exactly always have time, so... As I've said this. Ah, I see. That game, I would have liked to have gotten a legendary seal. Well, we're so close to leveling. All right, one more. If there's a close one. There is not. Okay. All right, we'll level next time. I'm gonna go ahead and spend these seals then, because I gotta spend them. So I do appreciate it, Xanos. I do need to go ahead and grab my son. I'm gonna spend these seals real quickly, then I'm gonna pop off just because I'm full on seals. So. I appreciate Xanos. I will see you later. I'll probably be on later night, as I said. Ooh. I'll probably just go pick up my son, do a little bit of reorganizing, and then... Well, I gotta do a little bit of reading, so... But it shouldn't be too long. But I'll be back on before too long, so... Honestly, since it's just me buying stuff, I'll go ahead and end the stream here. So, I will see you guys later. You all have a great day. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and send him more. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Pax up bonum. I'm going to actually end it the proper way this time. It's been a while since we've done that.